So this is a follow-up to the video I put out earlier because there's more to be said. All right. Now, the video, my tone of voice in that video is very stern and I stand by it. It needed to be said the way it was said. Because I'm letting anybody know I'm not the one. I'm not the one to test. Okay? If you want to be somebody who is resentful, see, I don't think most of you who are going to listen to this aren't privy to the exchange that happened earlier today, between myself and that person, where, they're accusing me of not being a critical thinker, number one. Number two, that I'm keeping them from having freedom of speech. And as I said in the previous video, nobody is keeping you from having freedom of speech in any way, shape, or form. You have the right to have your own platform if you so choose. So here's what I say to that. If you disbelieve, if you find contradictions in anything that the winner of the game has said, in anything she has said, if you have found all these contradictions, why have you not addressed it with her? Why have you not privately DM'd or emailed the winner of the game and asked her yourself? I'm not talking about being in her Patreon and asking the other members of her Patreon. I'm asking, why have you not asked her directly? Why have you not gone to the source and asked her, I've noticed these contradictions in things you have said. Can you please further expand upon this? Or could you maybe, clarify it for me, because I'm having a hard time comprehending this because this one directly contradicts that one? Or have you directly messaged her or emailed her and asked her how her health is? Have you expressed direct concern for her and asked her, well, you've said this as a higher frequency source player, we can't get sick, which she never actually said those words. She has certainly said many things about there being very few health problems on higher frequencies. You really need to listen to what was said in those videos. But I go back. Have you said to her, you said this in this video here. So how is it that you created this in your experience now? Have you asked her that? If you haven't, what gives you the balls to come on my page and ask me? Ask anybody, or not even ask. It wasn't even a question. That's the thing. It was an assertion that you think is true. What gives you that level of gall? That's what I'm saying to you. Because if you had asked her, you would not have doubts. You would have the answer. You would have the answer. You would know from the person whose mouth it came out of, from her own lips. But you know that you would be a tool for asking her about her health. And you probably, that's why you feel you would be a jerk for asking her, why is it a contradiction? Why are you seeing contradictions now? Okay, listen. It's one thing to be a critical thinker. It's one thing to be a critical thinker and use the Socratic method to deduct things. And it's another to have logic and reason. And then it's a completely, entirely different thing to be somebody who has paranoia, who is somebody who believes in conspiracy theories or alt-right kind of mentalities where you think your free speech is being taken from you. This is not Twitter. It's not Twitter. You think I don't know what's happening in pop culture right now and politics, particularly in the United States? You think I'm unaware? I am fully aware. And that's what I'm hearing in the things that you're saying, in the things that person is saying. And also asserting that I'm idolizing her. I don't idolize anybody. I have always mentioned her because it is with the mindfulness that somebody may come across my channel and think that giving me a contribution will unlock things for them. I am not of the highest frequency. You want to be contributing to the highest possible frequency. It unlocks things for you. You would contribute to the winner. That is why I have said that over and over and over again. Okay? I am really making this very clear that what I'm doing is not about money. And now I'm seeing very quickly, I may just have to take the whole thing down as far as buy me a coffee. And I'm more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy to do it if it satisfies people's doubts. And also, why do you, I don't even understand this. What line, okay. Let's go back to this for a second. I mentioned logic and reason, okay? If you have faulty logic, if you are not using good logic, you're not going to come to a good conclusion. It's very simple. Faulty premise, faulty conclusion. There is something called logical fallacies, which is used in debates, but is also very important to understand logical fallacies. Okay, there's also etymology, which is something very useful because you actually learn the meaning of words, the original intended meaning of words. I'm going to give you an example, the word nice. Okay, and I'm bringing it up very specifically because of the way I spoke in the last video. The word nice, everybody in the English language associates the word nice with being polite and kind, and that is not the original intention of the word. So if you expect me to be nice, I will tell you I will never be nice because the original meaning of the word nice means you're foolish. You're a fool. Now, will I be polite? Absolutely. Politeness, yes. Kindness, yes. Kindness is a deliberate choosing of being good to other people. You're deliberately choosing to be good to others. I will never be nice. So if my tone of voice at any point in time makes you feel upset, I'm going to preempt it with, I'm sorry. Sometimes that person, that version of Nicole has to come out. There's no other way around it. If you want to believe she's contradicting herself, go ahead, believe that. If your source self cannot discern for you what is right and what is not, you need to do more work. If you are resentful because you don't have magical superpower like Superman omnipotent powers, that you're all powerful and all magical and you can perform parlor tricks, shoot energy out of your hands. Okay? If you're resentful that you cannot do these things, that's something within you that needs to be fixed. First of all, why do you even want to do those things? Because you know you can, or because you want to feel special? You want to feel powerful. That's, oh man, I just hit on something right there. You don't feel empowered. I know I can produce that energy in my hand. I know what I can do with it. I know what I can do with my mind as well. And I'm not even highest frequency. How about that? I know what I can do. I have evidence in my own life. Even if my life is falling apart in other aspects. I know. And that is what does, that's why I don't get shaken up when I go through changes, when I go through upheaval. Why I stay strong, even when I am physically exhausted from burnout. That is an actual thing. It is an actual physical being, state of being, and drained. You feel drained. Your mental state can get affected in this game, as can your physical state. If you need to see a doctor for a physical ailment or mental ailment, you should see a doctor. While this game is all an illusion, there are things in this experience like healthy foods, such as fruits and vegetables, that will give you particular nutrients. And there are pharmaceuticals that will help you with certain ailments or certain mental illnesses that are helpful to you as a source player. I'm not going to stop taking my high blood pressure medication because I believe I'm a super omnipotent being, all powerful. Until my blood pressure reading indicates otherwise, I'm going to continue to take my blood pressure medication. And until my thyroid hormone levels return to normal, I'm going to continue to take my thyroid medication. Until I don't stop breathing in my sleep, I'm going to sleep with my sleep apnea mask. Because the physical state of my body has not changed yet. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh my God. It's magical thinking. It's magical thinking and it's wishful thinking. And it goes back to what she has said. If you are not experiencing something, it's because you have not done the work. You are not doing the work. You are not in the frame of mind that you need to be in. You are in an immature state of mind. And that is a hard pill to swallow. It is absolutely a hard pill to swallow. It's incredibly humbling to have to admit to yourself that your life experience is all your fault, all your responsibility, nobody else's. And you want to blame it on her. You're in the wrong mindset. You're in the wrong mindset. So that's it. That's all I'm saying. I have a headache and that's it. I've expended enough energy on this topic. And yeah, so until the next thing that I come up to, be well.